NFL football season kicks off.
It's here.
It's here finally. Good time of year. It's been a crazy, wacky off-season.
Crazy, you say, Starkey? Crazy? Folks, this has been an NFL offseason in which Marvin Harrison reportedly shot somebody. Steve McNair got shot by somebody.
A girl.
Plaxico Burress shot himself. We've got 3 teams firing an offensive coordinator during training camp in the space of 1 week. We have a head coach and an assistant coach slugging it out. We have Sean Merriman having some dust-up with some broad named Tequila.
Who did a bisexual MTV show.
This is the NFL offseason, and I haven't even mentioned Brett Favre or Michael Vick yet. It's crazy stuff. And, I think crazy matters in this league. I think cohesiveness and togetherness in the locker, guys all pulling the rope in the same direction, I think that's a real thing in this sport, and that's why so much of this craziness impacts that. It's a beyond unpredictable league this year, as I see it.
What's funny is the NFL this offseason has been more like the WWE than what the normal NFL season is, where they're wearing the jackets and the ties on the road trips.
At a time when the WWE is kind of going PG,
yeah,
the NFL is going XXX.
And it gets them all this exposure all year long. What's in it? You mentioned the word. Well, you mentioned 2 words: unpredictable and fire. We heard a lot about firing guns and firing
packing heat. A lot of packing heat.
Firing coaches. The unpredictable part, I think the NFL wants that. It's hard to predict who's going to be good and who's not going to be good, because in this league, you can be bad one year and they give you a easier schedule than the good teams. If you're in baseball, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Nationals, they're bad. They're going to be bad again the following year because that schedule stays the same. If you're the Rams and were bad last year, your schedule's easier this year, and I think that's a team that could be on the rise because of scheduling.
That's going to happen to somebody.
Yeah,
I can guarantee you that's going to happen. The way it did to the Miami Dolphins last year, the way it did to the Atlanta Falcons last year. What you're talking about is precisely what happened to those teams. Not that they didn't legitimately make progress, no question that they did, but part of it is this schedule issue.
Sure. Who's that team going to be? I'm not sure yet, but watch out for possibly the Rams. What are some other teams you think maybe watch out for this year, Mike?
I think your team's going to be pretty good, Starkey. I think the Green Bay Packers are going to be pretty good. I like Aaron Rodgers a lot. I think overall athletically they're one of the better teams in the league, just top to bottom of the roster. And I think with a lot of the attention in that league going to some other teams and particularly other quarterbacks, Brett Favre and the guy at Chicago, I really think Aaron Rodgers might be one of the most valuable players in the league this year.
I think so, too. Jay Cutler is the guy you're talking about in
Jay
Chicago.
Cutler.
But that defense, everybody thinks of the Minnesota defense. That defense in Green Bay has been dominant this offseason.
Pretty good.
Let's see if it expands over to the regular season. They look really good. I had a chance name drop, and Bill Bowers invited me to go out 2 weeks from now to Green Bay, and I had to turn him down. We work Saturdays.
That's a shame, but you've been there before.
12 times since 97.
Absolutely, no problem.
But I think they're going to be good. I also think, like I said, Rams. Watch out for San Diego. They were good last year. Why won't it continue? I'm picking.
Well, they were good late. They were 8-8 last year.
You're right.
But they were good late. They were one of the best teams late, without question.
That's all that really matters. I think division-wise, a couple divisions to watch. I think are going to be really competitive. AFC North, Ravens, Steelers. Browns, I think, are going to be really competitive in that division.
That's a great rivalry, the Ravens and the Steelers.
It really has become that. And the 2 other divisions, I think, in the NFC North, which we just talked about, Bears, you got the
Packers
and
the Packers,
And Detroit's going to be improved. They just have to be. 0-16, they can't. And the NFC South. The South is always wide open. You got Atlanta. You've got, as we mentioned, the Rams down there. You got a bunch of teams that are really good. Carolina Panthers that are good.
Let's go Super Bowl. Who do you like in the Super Bowl? Who's going to be in it? Who's going to win it?
As of right now, I'm going to say the Packers and the Chargers.
Okay, well, I'm going to say the Packers and the New England Patriots.
Pretty close. My wild card team in this is the Falcons.
They could go a lot of ways. Now, who's going to win the Super
Bowl? If I'm going to go those two, got to go with the Pack.
All right,
go Pack, go.
I'll take Belichick. I'm not happy about it, but that's the way I see it.
You can just take him and go.
Take him and go.